I bet you didn't know that this table is super low. It's so I can have all my gear here and also film me without it blocking you guys, so you actually can see me play. Anyway, today's video is about how to rosin your bow. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about people talking about how to do this, and I've usually found them quite, how to put it nicely, interesting, because it's not a big deal. So for you non-cellists out there, this is the bow you should definitely check out my video about the cello and all its parts, and the bow is actually included there. So you have the hair here that grips the string, but for it to grip the string better, you put rosin on it. So rosin makes it sticky. If you didn't have rosin on it, it just slides right off. So it's just based on the premise that you just want rosin as even as possible on the bow. It's supposed to be everywhere. It's not extra amount here or there. You should just be wanting it equally on the whole hair. So what you do is you get a good rosin that's not too sticky and not too dry, or not too that expensive to buy. And I just go like this. I start like this just to get a feel for where it's sort of more slippery in one place, less slippery in others. So I just kind of feel where it actually grips more or less. You'll tend to find that you need to rosin more here because your hand, your sweaty hands, or like your fatty hand, well, your hands have fat on them, so that gets onto the hair and that takes away a little bit of the rosin's grip. That's why many people just stick here. But when you start to feel like, okay, yeah, I'm getting it evenly, I'm getting it more even here, so I can move on. It's a little ASMR for you. So you feel it on. Oh, that was here's a little bit slippery, or like less slippery. It's not as the feel is not even. So that's getting there. Okay, and then I go back. As you can tell, you're just feeling it. There's no like magic like stuff like that I've seen some people do. It's just about applying it evenly. And you should probably rosin every day if you play a lot. But there's a thing to rosin too much. But you get a feel for it. What people tend to do, they don't rosin enough actually. That's about it. Now I'm pretty happy. It will be a little bit wider. As you can tell, I get it a bit all over the place, but I hope you can see how it actually becomes more evenly white over the whole hair. You can see here that I didn't have that much rosin there, but that's because you never use that. I never play on that part, but you shouldn't. That would just be silly if you would utilize these last couple of millimeters. So that's why it looks a little bit more yellow, but that's how it looks like when it's not rosined. So I hope you found that helpful. Even if you're not an instrumentalist, maybe that was actually a little interesting inside facts that we instrumentalists have, or a string player has. Comment what your thoughts about this is. I'm actually really interested, especially if you're not an instrumentalist. I just find that great. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content. This is not the content that I usually do. My main content type is me playing cello and performing classical pieces or classics or some arrangements that I enjoy recording and creating and performing for you guys. So I'm just adding some talking videos with things I find interesting I want to explain, or what people ask me a lot. So this is just something that I want to show today. So with all that said, subscribe for more of my content. Hit that bell, enable off notifications. You'll be notified all my videos. Check all other stuff out here. Special thank you to my patrons. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.